The fact that he got caught and he convicted for it shows that he is not above the law, because he was convicted of crime that other people have done and they're going scot-free. So there you go. He's not above the law. So I had a moment. It went off. Here it is. The jury that indicted Donald Trump, the jury that convicted Donald Trump, had enough evidence from witnesses, from evidence, to convict him 34 times. So he's already been tried by a jury of his peers. I see a few people. So reason why I went off is because there's a win. We had a win in Donald Trump, who's been crime his entire life, who has ripped off students from his Trump University, who goes around and leaves a trail of bills at various different cities when he campaigns and have stops, does not pay them. He evades taxes. We got his tax return. We found out he hauled off with some top secret documents that does not belong to him when he was president last time. They caught him on audio saying, look at this, like bragging to a bunch of people who have no clearance that he has these top secret documents that he has absconded with. So that's a crime. We know that he called up Georgia state officials and said, hey, can you find me votes? That's a crime to try to interfere with election. He's committed lots of crimes in his lifetime, and he just keeps getting away with it. So when I found out the Judge Marchand from New York said that he's going to sentence him from his conviction on Friday, this Friday coming up, that's a win. What I was upset is that the Democrats quickly let the conservatives spin that win into a loss because the judge says he's less inclined to give that man a jail sentence, which I'm not surprised about. It's a white collar crime. The guy is old. Yeah, okay. But it's a win. And I'm going to tell you why it's a win and why I'm disappointed for Democrats. I saw Joy Reid had a guest on her show, and the guest was like just railing, essentially practically crying because the judge said he's not going to give a jail sentence. And I'm like, girl, can we... That's what they say. Republicans fall in line, Democrats fall in love. Things have to be perfect in order for us to get behind cases and just enjoy. Let us relish in this win. I'm going to tell you why it's a win. And because you're not going to get it from your cable news. If you actually started watching cable news, I know a lot of people have banned the cable news and they're watching creators online, political creators and commentators on Threads, on TikTok, on YouTube, other places instead. So here is why it's a win and how you can use this win, not just today, not just on Friday, not just afterwards, for the entire 4 years. And you can use it against MAGA you bump into. So I'm going to give you, this is for you. If you're interested in that, stay tuned. And again, here's why it's a win. Because... And I was disputing, I'm going to put a screenshot here with some disputes. I was going back and forth with some people on X. Yeah, I'm still on X. I shouldn't be on X because I have a verified platform on X. I pay for that. But I do use it to every once in a while to just poke at, I'm taking one for the team, there's these people going forward. And their whole thing is like, you libs, Dems are like, keep mistakenly calling him a felon or convicted. He's not convicted until he's sentenced. So I went back and forth with this guy, and I was like, he's still a convict. So when Judge Marchand said he's going to sentence him on January 10th, I went back to laugh at them like, ha, ha, ha. They were like, well, he's not going to get jail time. I'm like, you have low standards, low morals, because you think it's okay for the president to be a convicted felon, and you're just trying to say, well, he won't get jail time. How low are your standards and morals and ethics that you find this person should lead? And you have no moral ground. So that was that. And the reason why it's victory is because you can always say, and a lot of folks I bumped into on TikTok were saying stuff like, it's a fraud. They use the same thing like you're weaponizing the government. I'm like, you guys don't even know the case. Or that they say, oh, he's going to be, what they say is immunity, presidential immunity, or he can pardon. All wrong. Wrong. Back this up. So there you go. There are your marching orders. When someone goes off and say, well, he didn't get jail time, you go back and say that he's still a convicted felon. And that's the low bar and low standards. And you should know better. You should have more morals and more ethics to say that you should expect a leader. And it's a shame the United States, which claims to be this exceptional country and nation, the leading nation, has as its president for the second time this person. And now not only was impeached twice and has so many L's and so many losses, so many criminal losses, so many civil losses, and has so many charges he's facing. He's a horrible person. Not only that, all of those things, and he's the president, and y'all voted for him again. But it's not us. I didn't vote for a convicted felon, a criminal, no nothing. I voted for the person who's one of the most And I'm not arguing with none of y'all, the most qualified person to ever run office. I'm not arguing with y'all racist things saying that she can't speak, that all that stuff is, because look at Donald Trump. I can run 5 minutes of Donald Trump just blabbing. He's cognitive, like he's the oldest person to be president of the United States ever. He's an old man. Y'all talking about Joe Biden doesn't know. Donald Trump, you can't vote for somebody who blabs and doesn't know what he's saying. I have videos. I have them on my videos and say anything about Kamala blabbing or anything about Joe Biden. Those are just deflections. Fact of the matter, he's a know-nothing idiot that you guys voted for. Now he's a criminal felon. So that's what you use. You say you'll have no moral high ground to say anything because you voted for a felon. If they try to come back to him, say he's a felon, he's a convicted felon. And the thing about it is, it's not appealable. People try to say, oh, he can pardon himself. No, he cannot, because he can only pardon federal crimes. It's a state crime. They say he's appealable on what grounds? They don't even know the case. It's not appealable because on what grounds is it appealable? He was prosecuted. There's nothing to appeal on. If you can't give me what he's going to appeal on and assume, you're just assuming he can appeal, but you know nothing about the case. If you know nothing about the case, just shut your trap. It's a loss. It's an L. So I need Democrats, liberals, left-leaning, relish in this win. It's not a win. Again, like I said, it's a loss because we have this damn man, but it's a win to the extent that we think that he should have been held accountable for all his many actions. It's the first time he's actually going to be held accountable. So even if he doesn't go to, people try to say, well, what's the point? He's not going to get any jail time. It's still a win. He's above the law. No, because if you yourself had a criminal conviction, whether you went to jail or not, you would be a hard time even passing the background check to chaperone your child's field trip. Because you're like, oh, you got a criminal conviction? No. Try to get a job? No. Try to get some credit? No. Try to work? No. Try to get a job at the bank? No. Try to get a mortgage? No. There's a lot of no's that's going to come for you if you had a criminal conviction. So he's not above the law. And also, there's people who've committed similar crimes that Donald Trump did and didn't get caught. Now, I'm not saying they're above the law, but the fact that he got caught and he convicted for it shows that he is not above the law because he was convicted of crime that other people have done and they're going scot-free. So there you go. He's not above the law. So those are the two wins. One, that he's a criminal convict and they lose all moral high ground for him and his MAGAs. And the two, that what he's convicted from is a crime that's jailable. And it shows that he's not above the law because it's a jailable offense. People are going to jail for it. And the fact that he's convicted of something that other people got away with means that the law caught up to him finally. So let's rejoice in that and stop sulking and letting conservatives and Republicans and MAGA drive the narrative. All right. Okay. All right. That's my rant. Coming up, I have 3 videos. 1, why we need to thank Joe Biden. 2, why immigrants are the savior of the United States. And 3, why Kamala Harris is going to win in 2028 and we should all rally behind her. I know those are controversial. I know people don't like them. Whatever. Those are the 3 actually like scripted things. But before I do those, I might have another couple of rants like this. The podcast style rants. Because y'all. Anyway, share this video. Share this account. Because there's not a lot of voices like mine on here. On social media, on YouTube. So when you have somebody push it back in the way that you understand, that's not too wonky, that's not ruled and governed and puppeted by any corporate entities. I'm your girl, Jay Gat. All right, talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, actually, watch this video next. Watch this playlist next to see more content.